What's up, everybody? Welcome to the fifth and final night of the week-long run-up to Squared Circle Pro Birthaversary. I am your host tonight, the tutorial boss, Guapo. With me, the one, the only, the man, Rick Elsey. And sitting there in between us, just kind of chilling, is the guy. What's up, everybody?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
What's up, fellas and ladies?
It's about to be insanity around here. I have all day. I've been, I took a nap. Like maybe if I go to sleep, the day will go by faster because I'm trying to get to tomorrow. I'm so excited for this show. It's gonna be amazing, and I cannot wait.
I'm super excited for it. I mean, there's a lot has gone into this event. Not that it doesn't always a lot go into it, but this one specific because this is our 13th anniversary. It is actually the end of year 13. Be the beginning of year 14, God willing. And yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of good stuff. We're gonna kick it off with a no rope bare knuckle brawl, and we're gonna end it all with a steel cage. So
What more can you ask for? Let's talk about that for a second because I have never, in the almost 40 years that I've been watching professional wrestling, I have never seen a no ropes match. I've seen the ropes disappear during the match, but I have never seen a no ropes match. So where'd you come up with the idea for a no ropes match?
well, I didn't come up with it. That was Justice. Justice wanted that. Now we did take the ropes off the ring a few years ago when Phoenix was having his feud with Chris Watson because we strung barbed wire up around the ring.
Holy hell.
Yeah, we went around the poles and we created ropes with barbed wire. That took about 20 minutes longer than I wanted it to, but we it was last match of the night. Took the ropes off, strung up barbed wire, and they had themselves a little match where Damian Blood was the special referee.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
that's right in his wheelhouse.
that went exactly how you think it did. So.
I can only imagine. Before we get too deep into stuff, I do want to say what's up to everybody in chat. Daddy Boss is in there. Mikey's in there. Glad to have you guys with us tonight. Hope you're just as excited for tomorrow night as we are. Like I'm looking at the guy right now, like he's trying to contain himself as we speak.
Sorry, dude. I have a sinus infection, so yeah, I'm super excited about tomorrow, though.
No, I understand. Those are going around, man. It seems a little rough for everybody right now.
Yep. Now on this match with the no ropes, I'm in agreement with Guapo. I've never heard of that. I've never seen it. Is it just they're gonna? It's like boxing with no gloves, or street fighting. What's happening?
Basically what is happening is the ropes are gone, so there is no way to get to the ropes to break submissions. They obviously can't propel off the ropes or jump off the ropes. It also keeps the ropes keep the wrestlers in the ring, in theory. With no ropes you could take a fall to the concrete. The match can only be won by submission. Or if the wrestler can't, answer a 10 count, obviously, from the referee. But as far as the bare knuckle, we have lifted all rules regarding strikes. Bare knuckle closed fist punches are legal. And to anywhere.
So, dude, I like how you added that to anywhere.
I'm just saying, some people punch in the face, some people punch in the throat, some people punch in the groin. So, wherever hey, you can do it.
Okay. I'm going to need you to do me a favor. I'm going to need you to add Chris Watson to this match. And the only way to win this match is to punch Chris Watson right in the groin.
I said bare knuckle, not bareback.
Hey, hold up.
Isn't it?
Hold up. Clipping that shit. That is going on.
They're coming out swinging already. I love it. I love it.
Clipped.
No, this is going to be a crazy match. Just the idea that, you know, one good clothesline and you're not in the ring anymore. You're in some chairs or some people's laps or something. I mean,
Very, very possible. Very possible.
I'm, you know, if Ryan and Bam Bam are listening, I am going to need that to happen on the north side of the ring, as opposed to the south side of the ring where I'm going to be, because I don't want to catch nobody.
Also, don't forget that Paul of Fate will be at ringside in Bam Bam Malone's corner.
Very true. And the psychology that goes into this, I've got to give it to Nolan and Paula. Just that portion of it, the psychology of she turned on me on the last show and now she's in the corner opposite me. That alone is a huge advantage in this match.
Oh, very, very huge. Very huge.
I cannot. I've been containing myself. I'm good. I'm not marking out or anything like that. But I have been just counting the hours to 4:30, because before we do that match, we have a meet and greet, and not just any meet and greet. A meet and greet with Acts of Demolition and the Warlord.
That is correct. That is correct.
7-year-old me is doing backflips right now. I mean,
one half of Demolition, one half of the Powers of Pain. Yeah, it's very, very much revisiting the brief 1988-89 feud between the two teams.
yeah,
So,
and I'm about it. Now, hopefully we can keep them apart. They're not gonna recreate anything, because
now, yes, 4:30. We're going to open the doors strictly for the meet and greet. Obviously, a $10 ticket to the event is required in order to even pay for the meet and greet. You have to get into the show first.
Right.
But if you just want to meet the Warlord, or if you just want to meet Axe, $25 a piece. If you want to do both of them at the same time, then it's $40 plus the $10 ticket to get in, $50 all access point pass to both Legends and the show. And I don't think you can really beat that.
Of course not. Like, where else are you going to get that? I do want to say, going back to, the little joke I made about Chris Watson. We got Mikey in here saying he needs to have a conversation with Mr. Watson, so he may do that for me. Just send me your Cash App and I'll notate it. Schmeckelbar, we'll be good. It's going to be good stuff. We've got Bobby Munoz watching. Bobby, glad you could be here tonight. Welcome to the show. I cannot wait for this meet and greet. Like, I told the story when we had Bobby on the show. I used, me and a good friend of mine used to have front yard wrestling matches, and I'd paint my face like Axe, and he was Smash, and we were Demolition, and it was awesome until I got in trouble for using the paint. But that's a whole nother thing.
It's so cute to call it front yard wrestling. That's
it funny. Was because we didn't wrestle in the backyard. We wrestled in the front yard.
I know, but it's just funny that you call it front yard.
We bounced off the ropes that weren't there. We dropped. The porch. We had a raised up porch at his house. That was the top rope. We come down with the elbows.
Dude, I have a box full of old VHS tapes of me and my friends wrestling in Brock Shipman's living room, and we moved all the furniture out, and we bounced off imaginary ropes, which were the walls, and we all had characters, and we wrestled full matches. We had referee, we had commentators, we filmed all of it. I have an entire box full of tapes from 1991 to 93.
There you go. Well, our front yard matches were awesome right up until I got for Christmas one year a trampoline, and it was in the backyard.
Okay.
And we've come to find out that coming off the top of the house with a leg drop, not nearly as fun as doing it off the porch. That's a long drop.
It is, and probably a longer drop once you bounce.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we more than once flew off the trampoline. That's no questions there. We've got J Rev in the chat. J Rev knows what I'm talking about because he's seen some of the antics. He's seen some of the matches. He knows. He makes a good point. It's a good thing we didn't have cell phones when we were growing up. Oh, isn't that true? I can deny everything because there is no video footage. But
Until you talk about it on the podcast.
you know what? It was over 30 years ago, Patrick. Let it go. Let it go. No, it's gonna be really awesome to get to meet somebody that I was such a fan of, and I'm so looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to meeting the Warlord, and you can do that too. All you have to do is show up 4:30. We'll open the doors. You pay what you need to pay. You go in and you meet these legends. Like you're not going to get that opportunity anywhere else. And the reason these legends are in town tomorrow night is we're going to have the finals of the Squared Circle Pro West Texas Tag Team Championship Tournament. That's say that 3 times fast.
Pass.
And I did receive notice that the belts have arrived. They are here. And from what I understand, I have not seen them yet, but from what I understand, they are awesome.
I'm just picturing it, whoever it is. Of course, we're hoping it's Downfall Cathedral because those are our boys. You know, we love having them on the show. They're good dudes. You know, outside of the show, we getting to talk to them. But whoever wins this, like their belt was blessed by Axe and Warlord. I mean, I throw that on a resume. You know,
Absolutely.
it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome to see that presentation, to see them hand the winners of that match the belt. And like I said, I'm hoping for Downfall Cathedral.
Can you see this?
Not real well, no. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, bright.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get the basic design off of
The,
that.
the belt it's a play on the old plate intercontinental title from the late 80s.
Mhm.
And up at the top where it would normally have WWF for the intercontinental title, it's got the Texas flag, and in the middle it has a globe, but it has the state of Texas on it and a star where Lubbock is, and it says West Texas Tag Team Championship, and it's got SCP on one side, South Plains on the other, and then one of the plates is a back suplex, and the other plate is a over the shoulder takedown.
These belts are going to be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, if it looks anything like that picture, it's going to be amazing.
Well, if our boys from Downfall Cathedral are watching, I'm just throwing it out there. Some brand new gold on their shoulder gonna look all right, I think. I gotta talk Los Crudos into not winning that match for that to happen, but I think they might have something to say about that.
Well, I think they had a strategy. We've all taken them to task for all the buys that they took, but they're the freshest team. They had less matches. Downfall Cathedral, every single match that they had, that took a toll on them. And none of those matches were cakewalks. They had real competition. Mm-hmm. And if you think that, logic would dictate that Downfall Cathedral, may have a few chinks in their armor. And Los Crudos was very smart about how they handled it. And I think that they have potentially had this strategy from the beginning.
So, Patrick, where are you at on this? What do you want to see out of this match?
Oh, I want to see Downfall Cathedral kick the crap out of Los Crudos. I'll just say.
No, I get you. It's going to be a good match. The winner's going to get the new tag team titles. We get to see the belts. that's worth the price of admission by itself. But we've got, what, 9 more matches we haven't even talked about yet? One of those being the Gauntlet of the Damned. So think about this for a second. We've got the no ropes match. We've got tag team, the end of the tag team tournament, the finals on that. We've got a cage match. We've got uh, just all of these matches, all these different kinds of matches, and we've got things that I couldn't even call a grudge match because it's so far beyond grudges.
Yep.
But this Gauntlet of the Damned, it's gonna be something to see for sure. We had Bobby Munoz on the show a couple nights ago, and he's ready. He's ready to give them all they can take and more.
And I think that, again, like I've said, I have all the faith in the world that Bobby Venom is going to bring everything that he has. But as I stated before, we received a lot of contracts with Lucas Scratch's name on them. He is building a conglomerate of talent.
Good word.
I have no idea how many people are going to look. Here's the thing. This is the Gauntlet of the Damned. Nobody set a number. It is Bobby Munoz versus the Gallery of the Damned. If Lucas Scratch shows up with 14 people, Bobby's going to go through 14 people.
Holy hell. See, I was mistaken on that. I thought this was a 5-on-1.
Just because we've only seen 5 members so far doesn't mean that there are not more. As I said, Lucas Scratch sent us a handful of contracts. So there are members waiting in the wind. And I don't know how many we're going to see.
We got Bobby in the chat says, and they're going to get knocked out one by one. See, I love the confidence there.
Yeah.
That's South Bronx.
There you go.
So I've got to turn it over to the chat real quick. Mikey's saying Legends blessing belts is a West Texas tradition now. We've got Medusa with the Squared Circle Pro West Texas Women's Championship. Terry Funk with the OSW West Texas Championship. Ricky Romero Jr. and the third with the South Plains Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And now the Warlord and Axe for the Squared Circle Pro West Texas Tag Team Championships. It's awesome. It's a tradition that I'm all about. I think it's great. I think it needs to continue. And I couldn't agree with Mikey more. And Daddy Boss 74 saying the world needs to take notice of West Texas wrestling. I've been screaming it at the top of my lungs for over a year. West Texas independent wrestling is the place to be. No question about that.
And I am definitely in agreement. I was not a wrestling fan, and not WWE anyway. And I wasn't really into wrestling until we started the podcast, started going to the indie shows here around the West Texas area. So I'm in agreement.
Well, I've always had a soft spot for indie wrestling as a whole. It reminds me a lot of the territory days. And even though it's not anything like the territory, but it does remind me a little bit of it in the settings and the fans and how the shows are run. But yeah, it's an awesome time. And if you're somebody that you don't really get the television wrestling or you don't like it, if you've never been to indie shows, man, go check one out. Go check one out.
And if you're in the Lubbock area, come check this one out because it's going to be something else.
Absolutely.
Bobby Munoz over in the chat saying, I've taken dumps bigger than Lucas Scratch. Remember, I'm a former corrections officer from New York City, and I've been in some rumbles with inmates where we were severely outnumbered. Guess what? I'm still here. Absolute facts right there.
Absolutely.
The numbers game is going to be a factor. Man, this is what I'm talking about. I cannot wait to see this. We've got like I said, we've got matches that go so far beyond grudge matches. Like, oh, I'm mad at you. We're going to fight. That's a grudge match. This is Phoenix and Nolan Phillips. This is historically brutal. This
Yep.
is, I'm pretty sure Phoenix wants to disassemble Nolan Phillips. All of those things that the guy just did. He wants to do all of that.
I I hope that Phoenix has prepared himself for shenanigans, because based on Nolan's promo, I feel like there are shenanigans in the works.
Shenanigans, skullduggery, a hint of tomfoolery. It's all going to be a part of it.
I I just hope that Phoenix is ready to pay attention and handle his business the correct way. um, I don't trust Nolan as far as I could throw him. And I mean, let's be honest, with my bad back, I shouldn't be throwing anybody. But I mean,
Fair.
it's he's very smart and very devious and very conniving.
I think Mikey's got it right in the chat. He said Phoenix and Nolan used to be close, so he knows the weak points, and that goes both ways.
That is very, very true. And that's why I think that, Nolan has exploited Phoenix's short temper, and he has hidden some clause in this contract. And we'll just have to wait and see how it unfolds.
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to Nolan about it, but I have had a chance to talk to Phoenix. I know he's ready for this match. Way ready.
And I don't know about you, John, but I've been watching Phoenix the last few shows, and he is super angry, like
Yes.
real angry.
Like this is kind of a funny thing, but of course, we had the opportunity not long ago to see him at BCW, and BCW, completely a family friendly show. Enjoy doing it. It's so much fun. He's just like, he rides that line of family friendly.
Yeah.
From the way he fights to the way he talks, he rides that line. So now, as we talk about grudge matches that are so far beyond grudge matches, I'm having fun laughing about a bunch of this, but this one is actually kind of scary for me. That's La Migra. We're talking El Gringo Loco, Veronica Vega, El Diablo Blanco, and Chris Watson. Going up against Lilith Blood, Killian Crow, the They Them Mayhem, K Daver, and Alluvio. I could not say more about Lilith's team. Like, they're a great team, but I said it last night, and I'll say it again tonight. There was something about Gringo's promo that was different this time. There was a seriousness to his tone when he said that he wants to beat Lilith like a dog. And I don't know, I'm worried about this one, Rick.
I'm not too terribly excited for it myself. I feel like this, of all the matches on the show, this is the one that I'm the most worried about, because Gringo made it very clear what he intends to do to Lilith Blood. And I mean, he's surrounded by sycophants and apologists and yes men. And I don't know. I hope that Lilith is prepared, and I hope that she has a plan. Maybe it'll all go the way that we hope it does, but I'm worried about this one.
I feel like Lilith's plan is what Lilith's plan usually is, and that's go out there and beat the hell out of Gringo. So, Patrick, I mean, you've seen all of these people together in the ring. You've seen things go down. What are you seeing in this match?
I'm seeing La Migra totally screw Lilith over. That's their thing. That's what they do. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I have a feeling it's gonna. I really want to see Lilith win it though, uh, but that's what I got there. I can't stand Gringo or Charlie. They make me so angry.
So I've got to ask, this match being set up the way it is, Gringo talking about using his belt and everything. What are the rules in this match? Like, are we like, could Babs make a an appearance in this match, or is this
Could
regular
could
solid rules?
could Lilith pick up uh what is her name? I can never remember her name.
Veronica?
She can't.
Veronica. Pick her up and
I mean,
swing her.
this isn't anything goes. This is anything goes. There's no rules. There's no rules. They can brawl all over the place. There's no count outs. They can use weapons. It's no DQ. Um, I mean, obviously, the ref can stop the match whenever they want. Um, Pinfall submission works. But yeah, I mean, this is anything goes.
So what you're telling me is Lilith would not be disqualified if the ring announcer hit Chris Watson in a jump. That's what you're telling me.
Technically, no. Technically, no.
I'm telling you, Chris, it's coming. Just someday, somewhere, it's gonna happen.
Idea. Take the bell. Ding.
Ding him in the ding ding. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you gotta do it 3 times though, so you get the start or end the match, whichever way.
Well, I've got to agree with Mike. Mike said he's been in the ring with La Migra, and when Gringo gets serious, it's dangerous. And the dangerous is a good word for this match. Just the animosity that's there, and you made a valid point yesterday, Rick, when you talked about Killian Crow and Kay Daver. We don't really know them. Like, I mean, they're great talents in the ring, and I enjoy every time I see them in there. But has there been enough of a connection made that there is loyalty to Lilith on this, or can they be bought? Because let's face it, if they can be bought, Gringo is not above that.
No, he's not. And that's actually a very terrifying thought.
It is. Well, that one's. I'm nervous about that one.
I
We also
actually
have.
you even like that you put that out in the universe.
No. You put that out in the universe yesterday.
You just said that maybe he paid them and set her up. You said that.
Patrick told me earlier.
No, don't bring me into this. I don't think so. No, I don't think that they would do that though. I don't think they'd go with whatever Gringo bribed them with.
Take the money and beat him with it. So we do have a grudge match that I do consider to be a world-class grudge match. This is going to be, I'm excited for this one. You got Clan Camacho, which is Onyx, Zarek, and Angel Camacho, going up against the Carnales World Order, Emilio, Tio JC Bravo, and somebody. Question mark. Still trying to figure out who that could be. I liked Patrick's answer of Tino Valentino. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, that would be kind of cool.
It's just.
I mean, we'll find out. I have nothing to shed, no light to shed on that. So,
I know.
We'll find out. We'll see who it is, but whoever it is needs to come prepared because the Camachos are no slouches.
No, not even a little bit. I know in Angel's match at our last show, I'm pretty sure that the person I don't even remember who he was up against. I just know that they were probably just as worried as I was that he was fixing to take their head off because
They fought into the world party.
that's right. It was end of the world party. I just know that there was a huge clothesline, and I was thinking, he's not getting up. That's the
Yeah.
end of the match because of you can win this match with Angel Camacho in three ways: pinfall, submission, or death. That's and this is what the Carnales World Order is going to have to deal with. But Emilio he's always got something. He's always got a plan, and JC Bravo has how many times found exactly where he needed to be and what he needed to do to defy all odds in any kind of match.
Yep.
Mikey saying in the chat, Angel Camacho is a big dude. He's bigger than all of them combined. That's true. And what does CWO have in his pocket? That's very good question, and I cannot wait to find out.
I will tell you, I do know one thing about this match that is not going to make Emilio Guzman and JC Bravo happy.
Oh, you gonna give me a nugget?
I know the referee that has been assigned to the match.
Okay, hold on. You say referee and you say Emilio not happy. Is this who I think it's going to be?
The referee for the match has been assigned, and it is JP Nitro.
Oh, hell. Fair and balanced down the middle.
He's got the ref shirt on, and they know what happens if they mess with him.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. This match just took a whole left turn.
That and I'll be very honest. That was a me decision.
Okay.
They tried to attack the man's wife.
True. That's very true. There's some things you don't do.
I feel like, maybe they need to be punished a little bit.
Well, that's definitely a way to get it done.
Just get the chancla.
Knock him with the chancla. Tio's always got one. So, this is gonna be a good match. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. It's gonna be a fight all the way through, and I'm excited for it. Talking about tag teams, things like that. The number one contender tag team turmoil match, man, oh man, the talent that's gonna be in that match, just that match. Like there's talent running all through this card, but just that match with the Canadian Pit Bulls, Certified Wild Card, Island Rage, Naturally Wild, who's never, so far that I know anyway, has never teamed together before. That's of course
their first outing.
Atticus Wild.
Yeah, this is their first outing. Now they are very aware of each other, but this is their first outing as a team. Yes.
Well, I know that Kalel Santana, every time he's showed up, he's brought speed and agility to the ring. And Atticus Wild, no stranger to tag team wrestling. He's actually he tags with TJ Slater in BCW, and they're actually the BCW old school tag team champions.
Yes.
So both of these guys are going to be kind of the X factor for me in this match. So I'm interested to see. And this match set up to where we start off with two teams. Once one of the teams is eliminated, the next one comes in, and so forth until we have a winner. And that winner is going to have their shot at the winner of Downfall Cathedral versus Los Crudos. And is that something we're looking at for November or January?
Yes. The winner of Crudos versus Downfall Cathedral, whoever ends up as the West Texas Tag Team Champions, will face the winners of this tag team turmoil match at Pieces for Quitters.
There it is in November, man. See, November is already stacking up to be good. We ain't even got through this one yet. it just goes to show what I'm saying about West Texas independent wrestling. I'm already excited about our next show, and I'm not even at this one yet. And it's always that way. Now, I'm pulling for the Pit Bulls in this one. I think those guys are they're hilarious outside the ring, and they're killers inside the ring. And that's one of the things I love about that team. And some cool information you gave us. We have you to thank for that team, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Mikey saying in the chat, Jeb's got some momentum right now. Could this be a factor? Absolutely, it could.
It absolutely could. I'm actually, I think that the team of certified wild card has the potential to do really great things. I love the idea of the team. I like Island Rage as well. I'm excited to see what Naturally Wild brings to the table. But I would be lying if I didn't say that my heart was with the Canadian Pit Bulls, because they are the veterans. This has kind of been a resurgence for them in West Texas, returning to West Texas. And I think that uh, they have not only the most to prove, they also have the most to lose.
Very true. Very, very true. And just looking at everybody in this match, this is the kind of match that I live for, because you can look at any team in this match and say, I could see them winning this match.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them going for the tag team titles and be absolutely validated in it. Like, it's every one of these teams could pull this off.
Yes.
Like,
They
I don't
absolutely-
really see an underdog. What you got, Patrick?
Oh, I'm all for certified wild card. I'm a big fan of Jeb's since we started watching everything in the BCW, and him being in the squared circle and on OSW. I have, I mean, I most of the stuff that I talk about when Jeb is in the ring, like he has done so much to improve himself, and he is enough. Draven is an up and coming. He's very good. He's young, but he's still getting better. Yeah, he's definitely got something going for him, and I'm on their side right now.
Don't let him lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. He's just waiting for a Spanish fly. That's all.
It's good. Sorry, not family friendly. I've been waiting for him to do that move for like 4 shows now. Okay.
Mikey's saying they also have some new fire music. I've heard Jeb's new music, completely dig it, thought it was great. So I'm happy to hear that they've got music together. I can't wait to hear that. And I'm going to stop talking about the matches for just a second to talk about that. And this is whether it's West Texas Independent Wrestling, whether it's the majors on television. The music in wrestling has had just as much of a resurgence as the wrestling itself has, in my opinion. Like, some of the music we're getting right now is just great.
Yeah, I kind of feel like just Lilith's entrance, for instance. I know that she's coming out.
Independent wrestling.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but just hearing those first few notes, I'm like, there's the girl. There she is. OTB, get it done.
Well,
yeah,
and
I agree.
You look at WWE. The USO music hits and everybody's got their hands up and they're doing. I mean, the 3 notes in, everybody's fully invested, and I think that's something that's awesome about wrestling right now. Something I'm happy about. I'm a music guy. I like music. Worked in a radio station. I mean, because I like music, and I just love the way that the music is correlating with the people, not only the performer, like in that instance that Patrick's talking about. Lilith's music hits, everybody knows it's Lilith, and everybody's excited, and the music fits so well. So I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in there about how great the music in wrestling has been as of late.
Yeah, it's and with the music situation, I mean, obviously, ha, not being a stream, being that we stream the show, um, we have to use the royalty free music.
Right.
Um, so you go to some of these shows and you hear very popular music. Um, there's ways that we can mess with it and make them shorter, get around it. But it's yeah, I mean, the entrance has always been a big deal with wrestling. Everybody looks forward to the entrances.
You know, there was a time when all I could think about is like the Undertaker, best entrance in wrestling ever, period. But you go from the Undertaker to the Rock to Stone Cold, and that was your big and DX. Those were your big ones. Like everything, all of them are big ones now, and I dig it. I do. I enjoy it. Another thing I enjoy, and hats off to you guys. You and TJ, and of course our women's GM Medusa. The women's division in Squared Circle Pro is, I mean, it's next level. All of these ladies, every time they get in the ring, it's equal rights and lefts. If you haven't seen it, watch it, and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Um, we've got a couple of matches that were put together there. We've got Angela Armstrong up against Morgan Mercy, and I, I've got to say, I'm glad you said that you kind of pulled away the contendership option for this match because I mean that's Morgan Mercy, of course, injuring Evelyn Carter at the last show,
Yep.
and then dedicating this match to her. I mean, that's a slap in the face if I've ever seen one. So, um, but here's the thing: that's Morgan Mercy. Like, she put Evelyn Carter out because that's who she is. That's her fight. That's how she operates in the ring. She's not there to be nice. So Angela Armstrong, she's got her hands full.
She does. She absolutely does. Um, I'm excited about the match. This is one of the ones I am looking forward to. Um, I think that Morgan Mercy has a lot of plans for the women's division, and I think she's just biding her time. I think she's extremely dangerous, and it's be interesting to see if Angela Armstrong can do something about it.
It will. It's going to be a great match because if you haven't ever seen Angela Armstrong wrestle, she is. I hate to use the word like this because it's used so often with other people. She's a firecracker in the ring, man. She is all over the place and just solid fight from bell to bell.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good fight. We also have a women's triple threat match. Now, this one does have some implications for the Squared Circle Pro West Texas Women's Championship for contendership. You've got Nova Phoenix versus Emmy Camacho versus Nikki Chase. I'm a Nikki Chase fan. Let me throw it out there. I enjoy watching Nova. I look forward to the opportunity to seeing Emmy, but I am a Nikki Chase fan. So I want to see her take this one.
I like her a lot. I do have some news where this match is concerned. We did find out today that Emmy Camacho is positive for COVID,
Oh no.
so she will not be here. But she is being replaced by Hilda La Mancha, and she will be making her SCP debut. She's an East Texas girl,
Okay.
and she'll be making her debut in the match. Stipulations are still the same. This match will yield a winner, and that winner will face Misty Marks for the West Texas Women's Championship at Pieces for Quitters.
And think about that for just a second. One of the possible outcomes of this match, as much as I want to see Nikki take it, one of the possible outcomes of this match is Hilda comes in, debuts, wins the match, goes on for a title shot.
It's very possible.
I also see that being a bad thing. You got a newbie coming in fighting a veteran. That's just asking. That's asking for trouble.
Well, she's new to Squared Circle Pro.
Well, that's true.
She's not new to wrestling by any stretch of the imagination.
There is actually a match out there if you'd like to go watch it. I believe it's on YouTube. Hilda teamed with Damo McCullough versus Morgan Mercy and Brick Savage.
Oh,
and so if she's in there with those people, she's okay. She's got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still rooting for Nikki in this.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. Don't count out Nova Phoenix.
Oh yeah. No, she's great.
Now Nova has had she's had a shot at the title before.
Mm-hmm.
She is one of the OGs of this women's division. She's been here from the beginning. And she, matter of fact, if I think back to the original women's division, I think her and Misty are the last two standing from the originals.
Wow. From the OGs.
Yeah, because Black Widow went to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Anastasia Morningstar is no longer with us. And Skylar Slice is currently with child and out. Okay. So, and let's see who Miss Kath hasn't been with us in a long time. Yeah, I think Nova and Misty are the longest tenured ones.
Well, and you talk about Hilda having been in a match with Damo as her partner going up against Brick and Morgan Mercy. Mikey throwing a little trivia out there for us. The first BCW Texas show, Nova Phoenix KO'd Draven Reeves. Flat put boy to sleep.
He did.
All of these ladies, this is going to be a great match. I'm still on the sidelines, Nikki, but this is going to be a hell of a match. Talking about Damo McCullough, he's putting the belt on the line against the ring bully Steve-On Remsen. This is going to be a match.
Yep.
I don't think it could have been put any better than what you said yesterday, and that is the fact that Steve-On Remsen has lived in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so much so that he's like, social media, done. Outside interference, done. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing right now. And that kind of focus to anybody is dangerous.
Imagine that you are in a room full of people and it's loud, everybody's talking, the hum in the room, but over in the corner, in a little dark space, is a guy like Steve-On Remsen who's just sitting there watching everything that's happening.
That's terrifying.
That is what he has been doing for the last couple of months, is just sitting, watching, waiting, studying. The man lives in the gym. He's a personal trainer as a profession. He understands how to pick apart the body. That should terrify you.
It does. Absolutely.
And to think that we are in a situation where potentially Damo McCullough is the underdog.
I don't believe those words have been used together in Damo's career. Damo and underdog, these words don't go in the same sentence.
No.
So that, man, this is going to be a good match. All of these matches are just, it's like, come on Saturday. And then we've got one more, and it's the one everybody's talking about. And it is the one we're going to end the night with, the Steel Cage match. I will be sitting on the stage during this match because there are very large people in there that I don't want to come through the stage on top of me. Um, so one side of the match, you've got Marquise Jackson, you've got Nate Collins, you've got TJ Slater. The Movement, I think they're calling themselves.
Okay.
Saw a post from Nate Collins earlier today that said something about that. That's one side of the match, but on the other side of that match, you've got Justin Taylor, you've got Noby Bryant, and you've got the World Breaker Brick Savage, which is why I'm sitting on the stage.
We're calling it Steel Cage Combat for a reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what this is going to be. And there's so many facets to this because of course you've got the movement. They're trying to build this movement. And then you've got Justin, who is all about, you said it yourself. Justin's like, I'll fight all three of them. Bring it on. I ain't scared.
Yep.
You've got Noby and Brick, who already want to go back at each other on the same team.
Yep.
And both of them are like, whatever, Justin's with us. So like the cohesion there, is there cohesion there? Like, is there their desire to beat the hell out of the other team enough to make some team cohesion there?
I think that the Movement are going to be the ones who utilize a strategy. I think that Justin's team is just going to go on sheer will.
No, I can agree with that. Since I'm throwing things out in the ether for everybody, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised to see the end of this match. They may raise if Brick and Noby and Justin win this match, they may raise their hands, and I wouldn't be surprised if those three go to fighting like this. I don't know what to expect out of this.
I mean, I guess we'll find out.
That we will.
I did see that Mike asked a question in the chat.
Yeah. He asked who's waiting in the wings for whoever wins the match, Remsen or Damo.
Well, that's an interesting question. I have two pieces of information that I can give you for that.
Okay.
First off, I can tell you that Damo made a request. If he were to come out of this match with championship, he has requested of the championship committee that he be allowed to pick his opponent for Pieces for Quitters.
Fair enough.
I saw no problem granting that wish. TJ didn't have a problem with it. Championship committee didn't have a problem with it. As long as he, picks somebody that we all can deem as worthy,
Okay.
The other piece of information I'll give you is that regardless of who wins this match, and regardless of what happens at Pieces for Quitters with the title, we have the Gauntlet Armageddon coming up.
We do.
The Gauntlet Armageddon always yields a winner who then has the right to challenge for the SCP Championship at January's Collision Course event. So whoever ends up with the championship, whether it be Damo retaining or Remsen winning it, in January, whoever holds it will be facing one of 30 individuals that are going to be going for that shot. And that should be a lot of fun.
I've had a question asked of me that I want to relay to you and let you answer. When you do the Gauntlet Armageddon, Armageddon is both male and female. Is that correct?
It hasn't been in the past, but it will be this year.
It will be this year. Okay.
We're going to have 20 men and 10 women in Gauntlet Armageddon on November 16th at Pieces for Quitters. If one of the women wins the match, they will challenge for the West Texas Women's Championship.
That was the question I've been asked.
There will not be an intergender championship match for the SCP championship. No.
Okay, that was the question. So, I will pass that information along. So, this cage match, Patrick, what you got, man?
I'm rooting for bowel movement. I mean movement.
Wow.
So
Sorry.
his name is Patrick.
You do realize there are no guardrails, right?
It's a steel cage. I can sit up on the stage or outside.
Run! They're outside of the cage before they get in it.
That's true. That's true.
He's gonna come run production notes to me up.
I think that when the championship match is over and they start to put the cage together, I think that maybe you should go hang out at the bar for a while.
Well, like I said, I may not even show up tomorrow.
In the restaurant.
Yeah, the front bar.
The front bar.
50th Street Caboose down the street. That's the bar you need to go to. So everything we've just run down, it all goes down tomorrow night. The stage is set. The matches are locked. The beer's already cold. It's man. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be a great show. You do not want to miss this. You've got the meet and greet at 4:30. You've got doors at 5:30, bell at 6. And if we want everybody to come to the meet and greet, because when are you going to get a chance to meet legends like this? Be at the meet and greet. If for some reason you can't come to the meet and greet, but you are coming to the show, $10 at the door to see all of this.
Yep.
Like you can't beat that.
If you are outside of the Lubbock area and you want to watch the event, www.heckyeahradio.com.
I fully expect to see my boy J-Rev doing just that.
And a shameless plug.
And a shameless plug. Oh, yeah, so he's putting the... yeah, there's the shameless plug. Y'all should go check the website out. It's really awesome.
That says Heck Yeehaw Radio.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me spell it right. I'm sorry.
Heck Yeehaw Radio.
Yeah, this is Texas.
That's
funny. I'm gonna tell TJ he needs to consider changing the entire deal. Change the entire deal.
Change it
That's
all.
the LA Night version. It's Heck Yeah Radio.
Yeah, there you go. Nice spin.
Seriously though, if you're in the Lubbock area, you do not want to miss this show. Come out, get your tickets, meet some legends, watch some damn good wrestling, and go have a beer afterwards.
Or during.
Or during, or before.
Or all of the above.
All of the above.
I will be having 2 drinks at straight up 5:30.
Oh, we're gonna get 2 drink Rick.
Bear Claw and
Oh, I did want to throw something out there that we haven't talked about. I just want to throw this out here real quick. I meant to talk about this earlier and I didn't. For those of you coming to the show, or for those of you watching the pre-show on Facebook Live on Heck Yeah Radio's Facebook page, we normally do a match on the pre-show. This time we're doing something a little different. We have a interview section now set up. We've got a nice backdrop, courtesy of Mike helping us get that. And Josh Ryan will be out there for about 20-25 minutes, and he will be welcoming in one at a time a whole host of the competitors for the show that will be cutting promos live in front of the crowd, just like they used to back on the Saturday afternoon NWA shows from Touchwood Drive Studios. we'll be having promo time, and that should be a lot of fun.
Why is it when you say they're going to cut live promos, all I hear is, well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That's all I heard in my head. That's it.
Hey, that is kind of Josh Ryan's new role.
It is. It is. He's kind of he's got the Mean Gene vibe
He
going.
is kind of the Mean Gene now. So,
Well, Daddy Boss brings up a good point. Normally in every show we do, we tell you hit all of the socials, click the bells, the whistles, the follows, the likes, the subscribes, click all the things except for tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't click all the things, we drink all the beers. That's
anybody who wants to buy me a Long Island iced tea, I will gladly accept it. Hint, hint, Daddy Boss, hint, hint.
Well, he's got to beat you to the bar.
He's gonna be able to get there before you do. It's gonna be a good time, everybody. I want to see you out there. That's gonna do it for us tonight. I hope to see everybody that is hearing this, seeing it. I want to see all of you at the show tomorrow night. Come by, say hi. Don't get landed on by Brick Savage because that'll hurt.
Or anybody he throws out of the cage.
Or anybody he happens to throw out of the cage.
Pray that all the brackets. Pray that the brackets hold.
Yeah. Yes. Feel free to encourage Mikey to hit the Schmeckel bar. Like just one good time.
I'm still rooting for the bell. Ding.
But whatever you do, be there tomorrow night. As for tonight, that does it for us. Thank you to everybody who's been with us. Rick, thank you for joining us. Patrick, thank you for jumping in with us. Until tomorrow night, I am Guapo. That's Rick Elsey. He's the guy. And we're not your average mark. See y'all tomorrow for Birthaversary. Yeah.